Representative Deborah Ross. She served in North Carolina's 2nd Congressional District since 2021. Good morning to you, Congresswoman. We appreciate you joining us. How are you?
I'm doing okay. We're about to vote.
Yes, I know. A little more headroom if you can, because I want people to see all of you. I have to ask you, I know we're going to talk about that bizarre hearing yesterday. By the way, you were fantastic. The question is, I want to get some breaking news in, if you will. We're getting word from Tom Homan. I don't know if you heard that they're going to pull back or pull out of Minnesota. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I consider that a win for people who have been showing how bad ICE and CBP have been in violating people's constitutional rights, killing citizens. And so that's a big win. But I don't trust the Trump administration. They can pull out and then they can go back in. And they've got all the manpower, all the money to be able to do that. And so let's see if it sticks. Good that they're getting out, but they better stay out.
Yeah. Now, listen, I don't know if you heard, I was speaking to the New York Times reporter earlier, just moments ago, and he said he believes that this would perhaps soften Democrats, at least on voting to continue to fund the Department of Homeland Security. Do you believe that?
Well, we haven't obviously had an opportunity to talk about it, but what we need are clear and enforceable rules. And we all know that Donald Trump promises something or says he's going to do something and then does exactly the opposite, or does it for some short period of time to curry favor and then turns around and does it again. And so we haven't seen any commitment to having warrants, making sure that we can identify who these officers are, keeping them out of places of worship, all sorts of different kinds of things. And without those ironclad commitments, that is not going to be good enough to solve this problem.
Okay. I thank you for responding to that. And then maybe we'll talk to you more about it after more is known. Let's discuss now what happened yesterday with Pam Bondi. Andy, roll this short clip and then we're back with the Congresswoman. Here it is.
The same level of facility. I don't know why, but instead of talking about Ghislaine Maxwell, who hopefully will die in prison, you should be talking about Irina Zarutska.
I have a couple
who
of
died on a subway.
Right, and I absolutely...
You don't talk about that.
I have been talking about it and actually helping with these issues. But we're going to move back to you.
I bet we are.
Yes, of course, because you're here to testify. That's what the whole point of this endeavor is. So, of course, we're moving back to you. It is all about you.
Wow. Okay. What did you think? I mean, there wasn't quite an answer to your question. It was more of an ad hominem attack.
Well, that's her playbook. That was not a surprise. We were prepared for all of that. The question is, how do you respond to it in the moment? With the Republicans, she answered respectfully, yes or no questions. And then with the Democrats, she played these ridiculous games. And that's not just a disservice to the committee hearing, it's a disservice to the American public. We were asking very legitimate questions. She even agreed with me on things, but she couldn't find it in her professional repertoire to act like the chief law enforcement officer for the United States of America. And that's very sad. She was performing for one person and one person only, and that was Donald Trump. And her duty is not to Donald Trump. It is to the Constitution and the people of this country. And clearly, she is derelict in that duty.
Well, I've always said that this administration, well, since they've been in office again, that they have it backwards. They think that they don't realize that they are public servants. They think that perhaps they're a monarchy and everybody else is part of the court or court jesters or whatever. But they forget that they are public servants, that we pay their taxes, and they, American people, the American citizens are owed some transparency and some respect. But they don't think so. And by the way, I just want to say, Jen Griffin, who is one of our members here on the channel, just said there should be consequences for performances like that. Do you agree with that?
Well, yes, there should be consequences. I think that the main consequence is in the court of public opinion. So we see who Donald Trump has chosen to be around him. And again, that their loyalty is to Donald Trump and not to the people and to the Constitution and to the country. And people are going to have a real good opportunity to show their dissatisfaction come November. But the most important thing is that they show their dissatisfaction between now and November, because we have seen when public opinion is strong, Donald Trump caves. That's another thing that is going on with them getting out of Minnesota. It is because of the American public, how we have responded. Of course, how the people in Minnesota have been brave, exercised their First Amendment rights, and have been absolutely incredible. But the rest of the country has responded. And Donald Trump doesn't like bad numbers.
Yes, you're right. How do you think Pam Bondi and well, look, you just gave a lot of people hope, because I know that the folks who are members and subscribers to this show often feel like they have no agency, and that politicians are not, or I should say lawmakers are not fighting hard enough for them. But you think that this has made a real difference, and that's why they're pulling out.
Absolutely. And I will just tell you this, and I'll say to them, what I say to my constituents at the end of most of the events I have: you have some really, really powerful tools in the Constitution. I am going to be your representative. I am going to speak up. Clearly, you saw that. I'm going to convene people. I'm going to do whatever I can do. Anytime you're confused or frustrated about what to do, pull out your First Amendment and use one of those rights. Assemble. Go to one of the marches. Petition the government. Post something. Call somebody up. Use one of your First Amendment rights. It's a really, really great thing that we in this country have the ability to do it. And if we all do it together, it makes a powerful difference.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Continue to serve the people of North Carolina well. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
I had my handy pocket constitution that I keep with me at all times.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Your support means the world to us. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a show. We're live every weekday at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Time, with new clips dropping at 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. And if you want even more Don Lemon Show content, join the Lemon community. Members get exclusive posts, behind-the-scenes videos, and live chats just for you. So hit the join button or visit our channel page to sign up. Thanks again for all your love and your support, and I'll see you next time.